Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Ko Ian Tokoinawa alongside Bartek Evertoski. Sorry, Bartek, if I mispronounced that. I'm Ian Wanamaker, and we are here live streaming this NZIHL action here at the Brig in West Auckland, Tamaki Makaurau, Aotearoa, New Zealand. This is NZIHL at its finest and at the highest level, Bartek, and it's the second game of the home of the Admirals for their games against the Phoenix Thunder.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yesterday, I think it was 4-1 the final score. 4-1. Yeah, that's right. 4-1. I think the Admirals looked very dominant yesterday. The Thunder came back in the third period and pushed them a little bit, got a goal back, and then the Admirals sealed it with an empty netter. So, so you were here yesterday commentating on the Thunder game, so you probably have a better opinion than I do. What do you think the Thunder need to do to turn it around today?
Well, that game 4-1 might have actually been a little bit closer if they didn't concede on their power play. They got 2 power play times scored against them. So I guess essentially on the West Auckland team's penalty kill. So that's one area they need to tidy up. They started really well. They started physical. They started hard with intent. And then once that first PK goal against got scored, they really were deflated. And it took them a little while, almost all the way to the third period, to get back into gear and playing Thunder hockey. So I think if they can replicate a little bit of what they did in the third period, they will have a much better chance here, but they got to start well and play a full 60 minutes and not take shifts off. So
yeah, that's a good point. You definitely don't want to be giving up shorthanded goals. That's really deflating for your team morale. And 2 of them in one game.
Well, that's it. If you take those 2 away, out of the 4-1, you're looking down at a 2-1 game, and the one's an empty netter. So, I mean, if you look at it that way, it could have been a tie game. And a little bit closer than what the standings show us here right now is the Thunder are down at the bottom with just the 0 points, and Canterbury sitting with 1, and then West Auckland getting 3 points yesterday, getting up to 10, and Swarm and Stampede haven't changed at all, with Swarm sitting on 19, 2 points in behind the Sky City Stampede, who are at top of the table at present. So we'll see how these games pan out this weekend, and that'll add up with the Auckland team, West Auckland, getting up to 6 games. They still need another 2 to catch up to the table-topping leaders, I guess, because it's the top 3 that make the playoffs in this setup with the 5-team league that we have. And number 2 seed, number 3 seed, they play off in a semifinal series to get to the final. So at the moment, yeah, it's...
So next weekend's going to be big because I believe it's West Auckland against Botany next weekend. So Botany, the Swarm are currently in 2nd place. And so if the Admirals can take some points off the Swarm, I think we'll have a very interesting end to the season. Yeah,
it's just showing you some of the lineup here with Vincenzo Cistrone. He got 2 goals yesterday, looking for the hat trick. There's Moses in the middle, centering Vesper. And you got Chamberlain, Guy Kunst, and Pam Vindermeulen, the 2 Dutchmen, with Leon Quigley, Josh Winston-Lee, and Scott Henry rounding out the... Oh, there's more forwards, excuse me, with Jesse Allen and Taylor Rooney. All in action yesterday. Taylor Kennedy rocking that beard that Bryce brought up yesterday. Sebastian Chamberlain, Mason Kennedy, Glenn Hayward-Jones, one of the assistant captains with Gareth McLeish and Cian Murray, Ben Stephen, Luke Aranjus, sorry if I mispronounced your name, buddy, and Zach Stephen and Justin Daigle on the back end for the home West Auckland Admirals. And their staff, they got the head coach, Cam Stephen. Wow, that's quick. I can't even say their names. Alex Schultz, GM for the Admirals.
And Cam Stephen is coaching against his son tonight. Sebastian Stephen is down in Dunedin studying and is playing for the Thunder this season. So I'm not sure how Coach Cam will feel if Sebastian scores against them. Some mixed feelings, maybe.
Yeah, you never that's true. And Bryce brought that up yesterday in the broadcast. Like the last time we've had 3 brothers playing, at least on the same team. I'm not sure about on different teams. Was with the Hayes. And I'm not sure if that's happening this year or not, because Ollie and Andrew, as far as my memory goes, with Botany at present, I don't think Josh is playing. So, yeah, the 2 Stephen brothers on the Admirals and then one of them on the Thunder. So, yeah, be a very interesting coaching dynamic for sure, father-son relations on the line.
Definitely a family affair tonight.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see who starts in net. Once we get our starting lineups, we'll have a check and double-check that. I believe Chaba has got to start again for the West Auckland Admirals.
Yep,
looks like
right.
that. The producer's nodding the head. And possibly Power is going to be back in. No, he's not starting. I take that right back.
So
that
it looks
means
like they've put Brianne Bick.
Brianne Bick is going into net.
So she plays for the Dunedin women's team. So
doubling it up. She's also getting some game time action. This is fantastic. Find out a bit more about that young lady. It's fantastic for her to get a start. I think Grace Harrison might have been the first to start as a woman goaltender.
I think so. Grace is just an outstanding goaltender. It's a shame she's not playing this year for the Swarm, as far as I know. I think she's still struggling with injury. She had a car accident about a year ago. But anyway, we're underway. And the Admirals with the puck. Chip it into the zone. Regan loses footing, though. And looks like that was offside.
Quite an early stoppage. Not even 15 seconds into the game. And we've got the linesman making the call early on. If you can't see, there is a blue line there for our viewers. And that's what they're trying to cross over to get in, gain the zone.
Yeah, the blue lines have gotten very faded. They look even worse on the broadcast, so I apologize if you're not able to see the lines, viewers at home. The Admirals controlling it in their own end. Very patient. Daigle chips it up, intercepted by the Thunder.
Van Niermeulen was right in behind the D. He could have had a break behind them.
Puts the shot wide. Nice battle behind the net. Regan doing very well to hold onto the puck. He's transitioned from a defenseman to a centerman this year.
Yeah, he sees the ice very well and skates well. He's got a lot of tools to his toolbox, and he's a valuable asset to that West Auckland Admirals team.
Yeah, he's an incredible skater, so fast. Plays for my team, the Moose, in the Summer League as well. Goes end to end. Gareth McLeish passes it up to Vinny Cistrone off his skate, though, and the Thunder recover it, get into the Admiral zone. Thrown across, but nobody in front of the net. And the Admirals counterattack. Scott Henry chips it in and then knocked by two Thunder players into the boards. Thunder throw it up the ice. Nobody there. And Gareth McLeish switching it across to his partner. The Admirals chip it into the Thunder zone, but no pressure there. And I think you mentioned yesterday during the broadcast there was a lot of errant backhand passes by the Thunder. We just saw another one that maybe they could have taken a little bit more time to find a stick.
It's just also to have a look, because he doesn't have his eyes to the play, and doing a backhand pass like that is not, as we get
Brienne covers the puck.
It up. Yeah, no, you're right. Like that's a thing with the Thunder team. Maybe that's something with the larger ice surface down in Dunedin that works for them. But in this more smaller, condensed space, it's not something that seems to be giving them success.
Yeah, this is a much smaller rink than the Dunedin rink, so you have a lot more pressure on you when you get the puck.
And that's it. It's just come down to the decision-making when you do and don't have the puck. They got to get rid of it pretty quickly.
And the Thunder do get rid of it again there. And Zach Steven able to evade the pressure. And a pass into the middle almost springs. I think that was Josh Whitson-Lee on a breakaway, but the Thunder defenseman gets a stick on it. And Daigle flying up the ice. The Admirals throw it into the Thunder zone. And maybe a little bit of interference, but he got away with it. And a shot, and the puck is loose in the slot, but the Thunder managed to clear it.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that on the replay, but they were just battling for position. And the Admiral leaned on the defender there and knocked him down, got the puck, got a chance to score.
Do you think that was clean? Interference clean? What do you think?
We'll let our viewers decide.
Let us know in the chat what you think. And looks like that will be icing against the Admirals, so the face-off will come back to the Admirals.
So you just get a quick action replay there brought to you by The Rock. You might have seen the aftermath of the cross-check to the back. My personal opinion, I don't particularly like when guys cross-check in that lower back area, especially if the player can't see you. There are times when it's loud when it's in a big battle. It's like when it's playoff hockey. I don't know why, but we seem to play a different rule book in playoffs than we do regular season.
Oh, it's very frustrating. The NHL playoff refereeing is just completely different than regular season.
Yeah, and it is a different beast. But that aside, I don't know. Again, the viewers can decide whether or not that was warranted or not.
And a little bit of zone time here for the Thunder. which I'm sure their coach will be happy to see. But now the Admirals get it back, and actually the Thunder keep it in the Admiral zone, and then finally it squirts out. And Flynn Hayward-Jones passes it back to his partner Justin Daigle. Smoothly skates up the ice and gets a backhand that's easily blocked by Brienne in the Thunder net.
You notice Brienne is already still down. I don't know if that's a technical way to play the puck by just being down in that kind of, is it RVH position or just watching the puck?
Yeah, the RVH position. I think in that situation, personally, I would say don't do it. But, ooh, and a close shot for the Thunder. Just missed the net. It was first good chance of the game for the Thunder there. They managed to get that on target and test Chubba. Regan charges into the Thunder zone. Nice stick handling. And the Admirals poke it in through Brienne's legs. I think that was Guy Kunst poking it in after Regan dangled through the defense. Seeing that on the replay now.
Yeah, Regan does really well. Holds on the backhand. Toe drag in. See you later. The puck squirts loose. Goalie goes to go for it. Nope. It's Guy Kunst. Gets a stick on it. Puts it between the legs. We got a 1-0 scoreline, folks. Admirals up 1-0.
So I think in that situation, maybe Brienne didn't realize there was an attacker coming to her. She could have probably poke checked that one.
Yeah, it looked like there was a bit of hesitancy on her part to make that poke check. Otherwise, could have been out of harm's way. But Kunst saw the opportunity as an opportunist, and in he goes, and then the puck goes, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, it was a little bit of broken play. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's going to happen in that situation. The Admirals now laying on some pressure, getting into the Thunder zone. But the Thunder able to clear it now and trying to counterattack. That's Sebastian Steven. Or no, not Sebastian Steven. Oh, yeah, that is Sebastian Steven.
Yeah. Does look a little bit like Steitley. They have some similar features, kind of tall, thin.
That's Coach Cam's son, Cam Steven, the coach of the Admirals. His two other sons, Ben and Zach Steven, are playing for the Admirals tonight.
I don't think Guillaume Leclanché, I'm not sure if he has any children or not. He's the Thunder coach. I know Toby Shuck does. He's got a couple of kids.
Toby Shuck?
You can't miss him. He's about 6'7", standing on the bench.
Ah, I see. Ooh, and the puck just wide of the Admirals' net. Thunder trying to apply some pressure. Not let the game get away from them. But the Admirals managed to clear. And, the puck just a little bit ahead of the Thunder player. Could have been one-on-one with Chubba if that pass connected. And a quick shot, almost squirts through Chubba's pads. That was a bit of an awkward one there. Didn't look dangerous at first.
But those low hard shots are often hard to see.
Yeah, and as they say, you might as well throw it on net if you don't know what to do. Anything can happen.
That's true. And it was the Thunder's first shot of their game for them.
That's right. Shots are 3-1 now. Puck is back to Flynn Hayward-Jones on defense. Long stretch pass, just tipped in to the Thunder zone. And two forecheckers there pressuring him. And Justin Daigle unable to keep it in the Thunder zone. And one Thunder player going in against four. No choice but to shoot it in. Avoids the icing though. Max Vesper battling along the boards against two Thunder players. Puck squirts back to the Thunder. And they reset in their own zone. And a funny bounce almost goes over the glass. That was a bit of a weird one.
Too hot to handle for 1-4.
And the Thunder is struggling to gain zone entry. Managed to do it now. And a quick shot and a nice catch by Chubba. Right in the pocket, no rebound. That's what you like to see.
Yeah, no, speaking of zone entry, Otis just drops it for his other man, 1-4, and then gives it over to the other winger. And he takes a nice shot. Not a huge amount of net pressure, but well seen and stopped by Chubba.
And good battle off the draw, and the Admirals come out with it. Taylor Rooney with a puck along the half wall. The Admirals force into the Thunder zone. Good battle behind the net now. The Thunder come out with it and chip it up along the boards. No, it's stopped by the Admirals. but nothing comes of it. The Admirals fire it back into the Thunder zone. Probably icing. I think he didn't cross the red line before he fired that in.
No, that's right. So that will put the Admirals back into their zone. It wasn't quite over the red line. So there you are. That's it. We have 11:59 left in period number 1. Score is 1-0 the West Auckland Admirals over the visiting Phoenix Thunder.
Now draw now in the Admiral zone after that icing. And good battle there, and the Thunder come out with it, but the Admirals managed to steal it back. And now Josh Winston-Lee chasing down that puck. Thunder defenseman comes out with it. Skating up the ice, going into pressure though, has to throw it down into the Admiral zone. Oh, and a quick shot there, almost surprised Chubba.
Yeah, Enright was right there, and looking to go short side on Chaba.
And Caleb now driving that it had a player in front, but was unable to find the space to get the pass off. And the Thunder managed to avoid a dangerous situation there. Caleb Chamberlain's cut his hair.
That's unusual because you don't recognize him.
him.
Yeah, that's the thing. He looks a lot younger. But again, as Bryce said yesterday, it kind of gave him a, 5-10% speed boost. Nothing dragging him back.
Oh, style over substance, though. You've got to grow it back. Ooh, Chubba tries to catch it, doesn't quite get in the pocket there, but able to.
Bit after the whistle, too, and that's going to serve a penalty. Sorry to interrupt you there, but Beckstead gets a shot in from the Thunder, drove the net, and then kind of collided with the Admirals player. You'll see it again on the replay here. He takes his shot. Chubba, nice quick hard shot. Chubba does the rebound, corrals it, and then I think it's TK, Taylor Kennedy, gives Beckstead a bit of a, how you doing with the glove?
Is that really a penalty? That looks a little bit soft to me. I think the referees are trying to even up this series.
Yeah, who knows? Again, this is early stuff, and the refs always want to put their mark on a game, and I understand that. It might have been a little weak, but I think he got him up in the chin, and when he can see it really close like that, he's going to call it.
But no danger so far for the Admirals. I think they're not too worried, considering they scored 2 goals on the Thunder power play last night. So this might actually be an advantage for the Admirals if they're able to capitalize again.
You know, it's a different game today and tonight, so we'll see how the Thunder react with their first power play of the game. If that's any indication, that little puck skip off the ice there and straight out of the zone, not a great start.
And now actually a 2-on-1 developing there with Vinny Cistroni. He's going to go for the shot and pings it, post and in. Beautiful shot by Vinny, his 3rd goal of the weekend. Wow. Your former student, actually.
That's
Ian.
right. Chenzo Cistroni doing it again, lighting the lamp. Look at this. Waits for it, sees that short side because the goaltender had to respect the other player driving on a short-handed situation. The Admirals strike, and then they double it up. It is now 2-0 on the scoreline.
Vinny has quite a shot. That wasn't even one of his hard ones. He didn't even lead into it. I think he was trying to just get a quick one off to be a bit deceptive. One of the Admirals' former goaltenders, Spencer Robertson, has described Vinny's shot as being NHL level in terms of its power.
Yeah, it's just something about his control he's got to work on. In that instance, he showed that he could put it exactly where he wanted, and that's an offside. Thunder getting a little bit too close, encroaching past that blue line, and that will be an offside. Yeah, but again, as the comments in the YouTube, it's like, it did look too easy. Often it does look a lot easier than what it actually is when you're playing, but
yeah, Brienne had to respect the pass. The pass was always there, and Vinny, he did well to sell the pass option, and she had to respect that and wasn't able to challenge as much as she would have liked otherwise.
That's right. He did have a little bit of hesitation. Quick shot there from the point as one of the Thunder players gets dumped in front. He's still down. And McLeish, just for extra measure, puts a little bit of a stick down onto him, make sure he stays down there, and the whistle does go.
So now we are at +3 for the Admirals on the Dunedin power play. 3 short-handed goals on the weekend. Coach Cam Stephen is definitely going to be happy with this penalty kill.
Yeah, but it's early days here, Bartek, and we got just under 10 minutes left in the first, and Thunder still going to work on the power play.
Now an opportunity here with lots of traffic in front, almost a tap in at the back door.
Yeah, Darling couldn't get his stick on it. It was a good pass by Beckstead.
Back to the defenseman at the point. along the half wall.
Darling
Back
does
to
well.
Crescent. Oh, and a dive attempt. Missed. Oh, and almost a backdoor tap-in. Now it's one-on-one Rooney, and Rooney elects to safely chip it.
He was at the end of the shift. Long penalty kill. Good decision. Sends it deep. Goes for a change.
That's right. It's 2-0, but it's only the first period, as you're saying, so can't get too cocky. And a shot well high. I don't know if it was off a stick, but it's up in the netting, and we'll get a draw.
Yeah, so the Thunder pushing a little bit with their power play in that second half after they got scored on. They needed to respond. I mean, it's got to be deflating when you get scored on, when you have an extra man, and now they're kind of getting accustomed to it, unfortunately, and that's not what you want to start a hockey game. This is only the first period.
Yeah, that's right. I think their coach will probably want to be working on their power play in training this week to improve on that. And still more good penalty killing by the Admirals, not giving the Thunder much opportunity. And the power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5.
Risky pass there, right in front of the middle of the net. The defender there, Barakowska, sent it right in the middle and knocked down by the Admirals player, and almost another shot on goal.
Caleb there cycles it to Zach Steven. Back around to Ben Steven.
Big hit
And
in
a
the
big
corner.
hit.
Right.
Hopefully
hear
he's
it.
okay. Ben Steven that got crunched there. Now Sebastian Steven whiffs on the shot, unable to get it on target. And Sebastian, and a huge hit there. His former teammate, Sebastian Steven, taking out Sebastian Chamberlain. Some Sebastian on Sebastian violence there.
And then his brother, Zach, came in to say, hey, don't do that. Oh, shot from Lily at the point gets through, and Chaba makes a pad save.
Yeah, he did well to get his stick on that shot, too, to make sure when you get your stick on it, you get a harder rebound, and it's less likely to just sit there in the slot for a tap-in. So well done by Chaba to control that. Blair driving into the Admiral zone. Good control, passes it back. Oh, and a deflection just wide of the Admiral's net. Justin Daigle retrieves it behind the net, chips it up the boards, but I'm not sure if the Admirals player got it, if that'll be icing. Referees decide no icing. And the Thunder, the long stretch pass just tapped in, and the Thunder player goes for a change. Daigle driving with speed through the neutral zone. The defenseman attacks, and just a low shot that Brienne steers into the corner. And puck is on the half wall, and an opportunity here potentially for a breakaway. And he's sprung, but good defense by Justin Daigle.
And he does take down Beckstead, and Beckstead goes right into Chaba. And it was, I don't think on purpose, but he didn't make any attempt to get out of the way as well. And we'll see it here on the replay. So the Darling sees the pass and throws it up to Beckstead. Good right on the tape. Daigle had to put a stick on him because he was right in behind him, and he does interfere with him. So that will be a 2-minute penalty to number 47, Justin Daig.
That's honestly a penalty that I think Daigle shouldn't be too upset about taking. He prevented a breakaway chance, and considering how good the Admirals' penalty kill has been so far, who knows, he might get a goal out of it.
Well, I think the concern that he's got to protect the goaltender as well, like at least advocate, because he is the captain on behalf of the goalie, because the Thunder player did crash right into Chaba, and there was nothing even mentioned maybe possibly in that. He got the penalty and he's sitting down, but something you don't want to see.
Yeah, potentially, I guess the referee thought that the Thunder player didn't have enough control to avoid Chaba because of Daigle getting his stick up in his hands. But that's fair. You definitely don't want people running your goalie. As a goaltender, I do not enjoy getting run over.
No, I mean, like, again, we talked a little bit on player safety yesterday, but it's a breakaway situation. The guy he's trying to get his space and get the puck, but he gets hauled from behind, so a little bit onus is on Justin as well in this case.
Luckily, it didn't look like too hard of a collision. I think Chaba was slightly selling
he was ready for it, too.
So it's okay, and the Thunder now getting a little bit of zone time. A shot just wide of the net. Oh, and a shot comes in on Chaba, but he's already down in the RVH position, able to cover it up.
Yeah, just a little bit of extracurriculars in front of the net as Mason Kennedy is jostling for position with number 86. Who's that there? For the Thunder. We'll just double check. Oh, Sheard, that's right. They're just battling for position.
Mr. Son in the chat says, say no to Seb on Seb crime.
Yeah.
We definitely saw some Seb on Seb crime there. The Admirals firing all the way down the ice.
Strange bounce off that Zamboni door, almost right in front of the net.
The Zamboni door there is such a menace. It's so unpredictable when the puck comes off of that. You're almost incentivized not to leave your net as a goalie because you have no idea what's going to happen with these boards here. And foot race here, that's Taylor Rooney chasing it into the Thunder zone with one player on him.
Yeah, the Thunder got to really get on the other side of the half if they want to start putting pressure on the Admirals, as they should do. They have an extra man here, so Blair gains the zone.
Good patience there, gets it across to his defenseman. It comes off a skate though, and that's Taylor Kennedy fighting for, able to retrieve it. Battle there along the boards. Two Thunder players and Admiral player. That's a penalty coming there. I think that's a holding call.
Well, it looked a little bit like wrestling. He kind of wrestled him to the ground, like almost like a, who is it? Jake the Snake Roberts DDT. Do you remember that move? He kind of did the hand over his head and dropped him down. Watch this. This is great. They're battling. Okay. Oh, no, it's more of like a suplex. There we go. Super WWE in the NZIHL here.
That was almost a little bit dangerous because it was head first into the ice. Luckily, he was able to get his hands up to protect himself.
It was a random, you don't see that in hockey very often.
That is quite naughty. You definitely should be in the box there. Who was that? That was...
It's a Thunder player.
Thunder player.
It's Baumgartner. Baumgartner, the name, it has a bit of a reputation in the NHL at least for probably not the best hockey playing reasons, but you know.
2-on-1 developing here with the Thunder. Nice saucer pass. Oh, and Chubba just gets a toe on it.
Almost squeaked through the 5-hole there. As now the Thunder coming on, they decided, okay, we got a penalty. Maybe we'll start playing a little bit better hockey now with 4 players on. It is temporarily 4-on-4. No, I take that back. It is 5-on-4. The Admirals penalty has expired.
Yeah, Daigle is out of the sin bin now on the ice on the penalty kill. Or rather the power play now. So the Admirals have the man advantage against the Thunder. And Shaw unable to get on target. And Daigle knocks the Thunder player to the ice. Just shoves him over. Guy Kunst coming in 1 against 3. Ooh, and causes a collision between the two Thunder players as he dangles around them. Nice moves by the Dutchman. Leaves it behind the net for Regan. Regan passes it. Oh, and almost intercepted before it got to Daigle. Daigle retrieves it. Very patient, the captain. Taking his time. They're up 2-0. No pressure. Oh, and the Thunder players collide again.
Again, that's 2 on the same shift. These guys got to know who's on whose team here. It's looking a bit like Datsuk's out there dangling everybody and causing people to collide.
Oh, yeah, they're running around a bit like headless chickens at the moment.
And there's only 4 of them. It's not like they have extra men on the ice. There's only 4, and they're still running into each other with less players. It doesn't make sense.
Oh, they're just getting a little bit too excited to lay those hits. Maybe the jerseys, since they're both dark, they're getting confused.
You know what? There's been a lot of things in this hockey game in New Zealand I've seen that don't surprise me anymore.
Ooh, and a shot high over the net.
Like we just saw wrestling in the corner.
A suplex.
Power play. Yeah. Fake DDT suplex. I mean, this is what keeps us watching these games. Like, I mean, you never know what you're going to get.
We've got goals. We've got hits. We've got suplexes. What more do you want from New Zealand ice hockey?
And that'll do it for the Thunder penalty as we go to 5-on-5.
With the Admirals still applying the pressure. Rooney circles around it and misses the net with his shot. Goes all the way out of the zone. And a foot race here as the Thunder player collides.
Good hustle there by Jack Lewis to fight it off and try and get that puck.
Yeah, they're putting in the effort for sure.
As Darling tries to lay a big hit on Moses, but Moses sidesteps him. Physicality ramping up here, Bartek.
Yeah, it's good to see. I think the Thunder are trying to get their team fired up to get some momentum. And they don't have any goals yet, so they're trying to do it with some hits.
Enright with a good forecheck.
And a shot opportunity here, and it's in!
That's
Top
their
shelf.
import. Beckstead gets on the board with a nice feed from Matt Enright as he digs the puck and earns it. That's all from Jack Lewis's forecheck early on in that shift. As the puck comes up to Beckstead, he passes it down to Enright. Enright gives it right back to Beckstead. Beckstead steps in front in that high slot area. Chaba cuts the angle down, but a lot of net to shoot at. He goes upstairs. 2-1 hockey game.
Yeah, great shot there. So it looks like that extra intensity, which, I mean, they were hitting their own players, they were hitting the other team, but either way, it got them fired up, got them a goal.
They hit each other, and that's what they needed.
That's right, knock some sense into each other. And we've got a game here. 2-1 with 1 minute 38 seconds left. Thunder can carry some positivity back into the changing room for the second period. The Admirals fire into the Thunder zone. One forechecker crunches the Thunder player into the boards.
Darling's doing well there. He receives the hit. He's a big man. He knows how to use the boards to reabsorb the hit and just make a play. So Thunder should be able to get it out of the zone here, as they just do.
Just chip it high, but Flynn Hayward-Jones back there to retrieve it. And interception now. Just thrown into the Admiral zone.
So again, a good forecheck here by the Thunder, getting the puck. Shot on net, deflect off a skate wide.
50 seconds left, so maybe a chance to get another one to tie this up. But the Admirals retrieve it. Justin Daigle very patiently passes it back to Flynn Hayward-Jones. And drives into the Thunder zone with that excellent skating. Battle along the boards there, but the Thunder come out with it.
But they like to go backwards. Enright going behind the net.
18 seconds left, and maybe one more drive for the Thunder. And just a quick shot, nicely caught by Chaba. It was going high, I think. It would have gone off the glass, but you don't want some awkward bounce off the glass that might pop back in front. Might as well get the catch, get a whistle. As
Enright sends up Jackson Flight, he's going 1-on-3 with Blair on his right. He decides to take that high shot. There wasn't much time left, 11.1 seconds. Thunder will try to win the faceoff, get a shot on net here.
And the puck is tied up off the faceoff, but still in the Admiral zone, and unable to control the puck and get a shot.
Again, they're trying these backhand passes. Like, it may work a little bit when you have a lot more space in that Dunedin Ice Arena, but not in this smaller condensed space when you have less room to work with. The Thunder are not learning from their earlier lessons, I should say, from the previous game, but I think they'll be a little bit happier with the scoreline at 2-1. I mean, it's still, they're down by one, and they also got scored on their power play again. So this is some things that the Thunder really need to start cleaning up if they want to make more of a contest than what it is. I mean, it's still close. It's 2-1. It's a one-goal game. But you know that how dangerous the Admirals are, and they can come at you pretty quickly. And once you give them that time and space, they will use it and take advantage of it, just like any team would. So maybe once we had the suplex in the corner and the guys running into each other, it seemed to wake them up. I don't understand it. I don't really get it. I'm amazed at how this game works sometimes with people's approaches or their lack of approach, because they.
Do you think we'll see any more wrestling moves in the second period?
I hope so.
Maybe a Stone Cold Stunner from the Admirals?
Absolute wrestling. Definitely a stunner or some kind of chokehold.
Jump off the ropes.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm going to go back to, like, the Randy Macho Man Savage days, high flying elbow off the top ropes. That'd be mean. Take us back to our childhood, folks. Like, this is NZIHL action. If you don't know who those wrestlers are, please go and look them up. The current wrestling, I don't know. I don't know if you watch it, but
no, I don't watch
it's not the same. But we're going to take a short break. We'll come back to you, hopefully with more action, just like this wrestling that we're describing. You don't know what you're going to get when you're watching these games, folks. So, again, stay tuned for more. On behalf of Bartek and myself, quick break, and we'll be back for period number 2. Kia ora whanau, welcome back, Koe and Toko Inawa. We are alongside Bartek Evertoski, and we are calling this live stream YouTube action for the NZIHL. West Auckland Admirals playing at home against the visiting Phoenix Thunder. It is a 2-1 scoreline here, Bartek, and a little bit more of a mixed period, I don't know, compared to the last three that we saw yesterday evening. If you were watching that game, and I do thank you if you did tune into that, I mean, you had a lot of sporting options, and the ABs are playing. New Zealand tends to be in a little bit of a sleepy mode the next day after an All Blacks test.
Did the
so
All
we thank
Blacks
you for
win?
watching. Mate, come on.
I'm sorry, I didn't watch the game.
Okay, they won by 1. It was a little bit closer
close.
than
That was
it
against
should have
England,
been.
right?
Yeah, down in Dunedin.
Okay. Nice. I'm watching All Blacks against Argentina in a few weeks.
Okay.
Looking forward to that one. Haven't seen an All Blacks game in years.
Okay, well, it's certainly an experience.
Dan Carter was playing, and
Okay,
Richie McCaw.
one of the best number 10s ever.
And
Richie's phenomenal.
Jonah Lomu, I
Jonah
think?
Lum? No, he wasn't playing. He wasn't
It was,
playing. He wouldn't have been playing.
Probably not. It was a guy with really long hair.
Okay. That helps. Puck drop. We're in action period 2, folks. Let's get underway.
You could tell I know my rugby.
He had long hair. Thanks, bro.
I think he might have been Samoan originally,
okay,
maybe.
yeah.
I don't know. Oh, good battle there, and the Admirals come out with the puck, stripping it from the Thunder defenseman. Scott Henry battling along the boards, but the Thunder come out with it and throw it back down the ice. And a 2-on-1 developing here with the Dutchman, but unable to get the pass through. The Admirals still with the puck. Pim Vandermeulen loses it though. And another turnover. Plenty of turnovers so far.
Yeah, again,
back and forth.
Yeah, on the new ice too. It's nobody seems to want to hold on to the puck.
Yeah, as players often say, that the ice is a bit sticky after Zamboni. So that might be causing some issues with the passes and puck control here.
No icing is Chenzo Sistroni beats out that icing call there. And yes, I'll tell you something, and we have a break here in regards to.
Oh, and the puck
ice.
bounces around the boards, almost comes to Vinny at the back post. And a shot from Gary McLeish at the point comes off Brienne's pads. She's down in the RVH position, and the puck thrown across her crease, just wide.
Is it kind of a lazy position, or like is it comfortable? Because it seems a lot of goalies do use it while the play is happening just to track the puck.
I have a lot of opinions on the RVH.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Wow, Chubba.
That was
almost
a
went right in
funny
behind
one.
him.
I think he thought that he caught it with his trapper against the blocker, but it squirted out and almost bounced in. His defenseman came to help him out. A big shot by Vinny off the stick and actually over the netting into the roof.
Yeah.
I think one of the rink
Here's
staff
the
was
replay.
saying that they, the replay coming up now.
So Darling gets it. He takes a hard wrist shot and then blockered, and then it kind of squirts him behind Chaba, and then the defender is there to clean it up and get it out of harm's way. And a little bit of an encroachment on the face-off. That happened a bit yesterday as well. Guys getting a little too early. Just like I think with the ice, going back to that, after the flood, people get on too early here in New Zealand, and it actually kills the ice surface, doesn't give it a chance to dry and set properly. So you get that issue with the puck sticking a lot.
Yeah, and up here in Auckland, since it's fairly warm, I think it's about 14, 13 degrees Celsius today. So the ice is often a bit soft. Not as cold as you would like. Doesn't freeze as quickly after a flood. Some battles in the neutral zone. The Admirals come out with it. Taylor Kennedy flips it into Thunder zone. And it's loose behind the net. Thunder come out with it. Sebastian Stephen chips it off the boards, but nothing comes of it. Josh Whitson-Lee with the puck. Ooh, and the reverse hit against.
And he breaks his stick. Oh, taking that hit and the reverse hit, and then his stick breaks. He just broke it over his own knee. He went to the bench.
What a power move. Throws the reverse hit and then smashes his stick over his
It's like
knee.
you bring out the chair from underneath the wrestling ring. Like, that's what I'm looking for. I thought he was going to deal to him with it.
Oh, I'd love to see it. Josh fired up. The former Swarm player has shifted over to the Admirals this year. And icing Oh, no icing. It bounces off the
right
boards.
onto Brienne, and she will hold on to it. A couple of questions in the comments here, Bartek. One of them was, why did the Thunder have a D in their logo? Well, that's to represent Dunedin, the Dunedin Thunder. But they're not the Dunedin Thunder now. They are called the Phoenix Thunder. That is one of their sponsor, or their main sponsor. So on their jersey underneath the D that represents Dunedin does say Phoenix Thunder, and it's a beverage, like, drink company in New Zealand. Yeah, so there you go.
And an easy save for Brienne there. I have some opinions on the RVH I can share when we have a stoppage.
Yeah, awesome.
But,
Yeah, we'll hear that.
She is using the RVH a little bit too much, I think.
Yeah,
using
she's
it a bit
already
too
down.
passively. It is a great position. I know a lot of old school goalies will complain about the RVH unnecessarily. But we'll get back to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we have some pressure now from the Admirals in the Thunder zone, and one of the Thunder players dropped his stick there as he tried to deliver the hit. Justin Daigle very patiently looking for an opening, cycles around behind the net. Ben Steven with the puck, back to Daigle. And a shot wide by Daigle. Flynn Hayward-Jones chips it back behind the net. Some great pressure here by the Admirals, great cycle, although they weren't able to get a shot on goal. And Daigle back to chip it away. And right with the puck, fires into the Admiral zone.
Yeah, both teams moving the puck pretty well, nice and smooth. You can see good transition from each zone.
Bit of a scramble in the slot, but slapped out of the Admiral zone to safety. Regan manages to prevent the zone entry. And the Dutchman, Guy Kunst, drops. I think that was an attempted drop pass, but there was nobody behind him, unfortunately.
Yeah, the defenseman Wanford stepped up for a hit, missed him, but took the puck instead.
And Regan drives into the zone. Takes the hit, but still with control of the puck.
That could be a borderline penalty there.
Yeah, I think
Just
that
with the
could have
stick.
been a holding
Hold
or a
or
call.
yeah.
Got away with one
Refs
there,
letting
the
him
Thunder.
play. Nice dangle here. He's in alone.
One-on-one with Chuba, and I think that was a poke check by Chuba.
Manages to get it out of harm's way as the Thunder came on there. Pretty strong.
That came out of nowhere. It didn't really look like much of a chance, but the Thunder player was able to squeak through the defense, get one-on-one with Chuba. Gareth McLeish back there to retrieve it. Barry tries to pass it, and Chuba in the RVH position makes a nice blocking save.
The Thunder really are coming on here. They've actually got registered 9 or 10 shots, so they are up on that shot count in this period, at least against the Admirals. Admirals not getting as many shots.
Yeah, you're right. The shots are 9-6 for the Thunder against the Admirals. That's good to see for the Thunder coach. I'm sure you'll be happy about that, although they're down by a goal. Scott Henry driving in, tries to get across to Vinny. Vinny battling for it.
And he gets
and a trip
absolutely
there.
crushed by Barakauskas and gave him a little bit extra afterwards as well.
Do you think
Putting
that
that
was
107 kilos to use.
Do you think that was a penalty, or was that fair?
Maybe his second one, the follow-up hit was a little bit excessive. But again, the ref's letting it play. It's 2-1. It's a bit close, not
Scott
willing
Henry
to
still
call a
with the
penalty.
puck, trying to force it into the slot. Taylor Kennedy fires it in. Vinny chases it into the corner.
And another reverse hit there by Barakauskas. Guy's just bouncing right off him.
He is a big guy.
He kind of reminds me of Bam Bam Bigelow. Now we got the referencing of the wrestling. He suits that guy to a T.
Oh, I'm not
More
familiar
wrestling
with that
moves. Guys jumping on top. What is happening here? This is hockey team. This is hockey, folks. We got to make sure that we're calling the hockey.
I think we'll need to introduce a suplexing penalty for next season after tonight's events. The Admirals managed to force a turnover in the Thunder zone, knocking the puck off the Thunder defenseman, and it squirts into the slot and fired just wide by Sam Moses. Behind the net, Taylor Rooney looking for an option. Comes off a stick. Flynn Hayward-Jones back to Rooney, and a quick shot. I'm not sure if it got through to Brienne.
She made the initial save, Bartek, but then the puck looked like it went off her and then went onto the top of the netting behind the net. And I think that's why we have a whistle and a stoppage.
Yeah, we lost sight of it. Referees lost sight of it as well, I think.
Yeah, there's another comment here in the questions asking about Admirals putting in their backup goalies if they're just kind of, they use the word scared, but maybe a little bit, hesitant. And if the players play differently in front of a different goalie than Chaba, and maybe that's true.
Yeah, I was hoping to see Gavin get the start tonight. Gavin Croft.
Yes, absolutely.
He's a good young goaltender. He plays, at the moment he's studying in British Columbia and back here for part of the NZIHL season. He's a great young goalie, moves very well, so it'd be nice to see him get some starts at some point this season. I guess the Admirals really want to hold on to that third spot to make sure they make the playoffs, so I guess they're relying on Chaba.
He's carrying a big load, though. That's a lot of hockey for him to play.
Yeah, for sure. They should probably give Gavin some game time as well, just to build that experience.
Oh, give him some confidence as well, so the guys get to know that he's, that can play for him as well, vice versa.
Yeah, for sure. And he's a really nice kid. I'd love to see him get some starts. Puck is in the Thunder zone. They're trying to clear it with a bit of pressure from the Admirals. Sebastian Steven chips up the boards, but not hard enough to get it out. And the Admirals come out with it. That's good battle back there, forcing turnovers from the Thunder defenseman.
So in that case there, Brienne did really well with that paddle down and putting the stick down to block the pass in front.
Yeah, good active stick. You love to see that. As they say, you shouldn't let passes go through your crease as a goaltender. Caleb Chamberlain flying through the neutral zone. Hard to spot him without that flowing hair now. But unable to maintain possession.
He gets the puck back, though.
And a bit of a turnover here to Barry. And one-on-one with Chaba, and it's off the post!
Oh, and right there it goes.
Oh, and it
over the line.
In!
I think that's Barry. He followed up the rebound. We'll see that in on the replay as the Thunder tie this game up 2-2 here at the Brig in West Auckland. We'll see it on the replay. Barry gets the puck here. He goes over the blue line. Backhand pass over to Enright. Loads it up. Takes a high, hard snapshot off the crossbar and post. Chaba can't control it. Goes off of the skates of someone. Looks like McLeish, and then Barry just taps it in. Making this game 2-2. Do not sleep on the Phoenix Thunder. They are in this game. Not only tied it up, but they've doubled the shot count and are coming at the West Auckland Admirals.
That's right, 12-6 the shots now for the Thunder. They've come out with fire in the second period. And they haven't had much zone pressure, but made the most of their opportunities. That was just complete chaos there, that goal. Off the post and then squirting around to the open player at the far side.
Just goes to show you follow up your shots and don't let it, even if the defenders don't know where the puck is, you got to look for it, be hungry.
That's right. It's often said you shouldn't do a flyby when there's a shot on net. You should stop in front of the net to make sure that you can pick up any loose change.
It's just that offense 101. Drive the net when you don't have the puck, like you're forcing a defender back as well and putting pressure on the other team.
That's right. Let's see how the Admirals respond now to this. Battle in the neutral zone there. The Dutchman comes out with it. Ooh, heavy hit there. Hopefully he's okay. Lost his stick. It's Pim Vandermeulen, I believe. And the Thunder player knocked the stick away from him.
As he was trying to get up. And that's just, that literally is the textbook definition of unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't think the referee saw it, so no penalty. We can carry on.
That's right. I think, and a high shot comes off Brienne's shoulder there. So one more shot for the Admirals.
Another rush for the
drive
Thunder.
into the zone. Ooh, almost dangled it around the Admirals defenseman.
Thunder really starting to come on here, Bartek, with making some more sensible plays, keeping things simple. Shots to the net, driving.
Yeah, they look like they have good energy. I think since they scored that first goal, their energy's definitely gone up. And Chaba does well here. Just slow it down, make an easy catch on a low shot. Could have come off the pad. Might as well get the glove down and scoop that up.
Yeah, it wasn't a hard shot, so you could time it with the glove and pick it up. He's got that confidence.
The Thunder win the faceoff, throw it on net, but it's off a body, off Flynn Hayward-Jones, and he carries it out. The Thunder retrieve it now. Long stretch pass, misses its target. No icing. Daigle rims it around the boards. Max Vesper driving, 1 against 3. And I think we have a penalty here, a slash coming against the Thunder.
No, I think it's against Vesper.
Against Vesper?
Yeah, no, Vesper took the hit. He took 2 defenders on. You'll see it here. He kind of cuts in, and he gets sandwiched in between. And okay. So I don't know, he got maybe a hard down. As you see it again, too. This time the Admiral players cross into each other, crash. And
what is going on?
Comedy of errors here.
Yeah,
I don't know if you could see a penalty on that.
No,
his stick
I
was
didn't
just
see anything, but
there.
I think the referee realizes that the Thunder power play is really a detriment to them.
Well,
so
I guess
this is really helping.
It's a 2-2 game. Like Thunder are coming on, so let's see how they go. Players wheeling up the middle now.
Nice cycle there. Oh, and a hard collision.
But he hit himself. He just fell down, and the other guy collided with him.
Just lost an edge, I guess. And puck is fired all the way down the ice. We have a race here with Josh Whitson-Lee chasing down the Thunder defenseman. Trying to force a turnover, and he does. Maintains possession there. A good battle in the corner. Josh isn't a big guy, but he's playing with fire here. Love to see it. The crowd is fired up and loving it.
Gets a shot in, too, as well.
Yeah.
Good reward for his efforts.
Excellent battle by Josh Whitson-Lee, and he's tired. Goes to the bench for a change. And an opportunity here, but
Bruni just filled in flight with an elbow. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I got a comment when it's right to his head.
I missed that. I was focused on
straight to his face. Like he went in with the elbow, like straight Gordie Howe to his head, off of the glass.
Jacob Trouba for the younger viewers.
Okay,
Trouba is the delivering the people's elbow in the NHL these days.
Okay. Someone's requested that it's William Berry's first NZIHL goal, so hopefully he's kept the puck. Congratulations, young man. That's always a very nice occasion and a memento that he'll have for the rest of his life and a great memory, so congratulations on getting that first NZIHL goals. Let's see how that goes and stacks up for the rest of this game. It's 2-2 right now.
Oh, and a good one-timer. Big save by Chaba. Thunder with pressure, driving it. Oh, and he snipes it over Chuba's shoulder.
Top shelf goal by Ian Otis. The Thunder strike on the power play. Vesper ruining on that one. First time this weekend we can say the Phoenix Thunder take the lead as Wamford gives it down to Otis. Otis walks in, sees Chuba down RVH. I'll take that upstairs you give me. Thank you very much.
So let's talk about the RVH. That was a mistake there, what Chuba did. He went too early. The rule of thumb for the RVH is you don't use it unless the player is within about a stick length or stick length and a half to you.
Right, so you can absorb that close shot, not let him go upstairs like Otis just did. That's a free pass to me. Like he just showed up, all that just above the shoulder under the crossbar.
Yeah, he took advantage of it. Chuba went down at the RVH a bit too early. It's very comforting as a goalie. You feel so safe in the RVH because you don't have many holes, but against this level of play, you can't do that.
Oh,
People
you give a shooter of this level like that opportunity, you're going to get a goal against.
Yeah, and Chuba isn't an enormously tall goalie. He's about my height. I'm guessing probably 5'8" to 5'10" or so. So there's going to be
He's already
some
down.
space.
You can see that top shelf is open, and he just goes for it. He actually puts it off the side post and goes in.
When you're in the RVH, you're also not very mobile, so
it's like you're stuck.
That's right. You want to go into that position roughly about a stick and a half length when the player's that close to you, because then it's much more difficult for them to elevate the puck over your shoulder or up by your ears. So we have a 3-2 game here. So great comeback by the Thunder. They've really pushed the Admirals after that rough start and have the lead now.
Yeah, they're definitely playing with a lot more confidence, you can tell, and you can almost sense it. The Admirals are a little bit shocked. They've got men up top here. Stoney's all by himself. Couldn't hold on to the pass. And
maybe
that's
a little
icing.
bit of frustration. I think Sestroni was just about to smash his stick into the ice there.
Well, he was open. Like, he's definitely open as the Thunder made a change.
Yeah.
And they, unfortunately for them, and this, well, where their benches, they have the late change. And he was wide open on that wing, but he just couldn't corral the pass. It was too much ahead of him.
Yeah, they need to stay calm, the Admirals. They've still got most of this game left. 1 period and 6 minutes, so no need to panic or get angry at this point. Just play your game. We'll return to the way you played in the first period, and you'll get a goal eventually. And an awkward bounce off Brienne's pads. It sort of bounced up instead of away from her, and she had to be quick to pounce on that rebound.
Yeah, Vesper was right in as Henry dumps it in, and it's a bouncing puck. So she does well to make that first save and does pounce on it. And in that process, Vesper goes down hard into the corner. 5 minutes, 57 seconds in the second frame here, Bartek. 3-2 for the Phoenix Thunder.
Yeah, we have a game here. I thought it might be a repeat of yesterday, but this is a close one. Thunder playing much better today. Ooh, and an attempt pass through the legs there. Doesn't come off.
Again, with the simple plays, always like trying to force it with these backhand passes, not always the best option.
Another backhand pass there. Just chipped off the boards. The Admirals fired in. Now 2 players forechecking. Thunder smartly cycle it back to their defenseman. Oh, and the puck is fired off Moses, who's trying to get around the referee. And oh, almost a tap-in at the back door for Josh Whitston-Lee.
Maybe it's the new stick. He just hasn't had the right feel with it.
Oh, did he just pick up a new stick?
Well, he had to. He broke
right.
the other one over his knee.
Smashed it over his knee, that's right. I totally forgot about that after all this other action we've had. Maybe if he had his old stick, he would have put that one in. Scramble in front of the Admirals net. They're able to clear it. Gareth McLeish back there. It's up to Rooney along the boards. Rooney clears the zone. Geekunst almost forces a turnover.
Oh, and a big step up there by Mason Kennedy. He stood his ground.
Collision. Oh,
Another
and
chance
almost
by
a
Otis.
chance there at the side of the net. Chuba had his pad down, able to seal the ice.
So
Prevent a
some
fourth
good
goal.
action here in the last couple of minutes in the second period frame. So the Thunder player passes it up, goes off of someone or something, and then the pass across goes to Whitston-Lee. Does get it on the backhand, but doesn't get it on target where he wanted it and just misses the net.
Yeah, maybe if there wasn't that pressure there, then he would have been able to get on his forehand and
hold
get
it
a
a
better
little bit.
shot off.
And he was under pressure. He had to make that play pretty quickly.
Yeah, a great opportunity for the Admirals, though, to tie it up. And it was a great forecheck by Sam Moses to force that chance. Now the Thunder coming in, 2-on-2. Fired across the ice. And the Admirals clear their zone. Battle along the boards there. Regan takes a tumble. And the Thunder.
That was another late hit there. McLeish stepped up to Steitley, and he's feeling it. He got pushed
He's
right
getting
into the
some
Thunder
rough
bench.
stuff at the boards.
And as he goes down, he's kind of given a little bit of the butt treatment by the butt end of the stick,
Crowd
sending him down onto his butt.
Crowd is not happy about that. They're calling for a penalty. Some battles in the neutral zone. And the Admirals come out with it. But turn it over to the Thunder. Nothing comes of it, though. Caleb Chamberlain flies into the Thunder zone. Looking for an option. Nobody in front of the net. And pass comes off his skate and the Thunder retrieve it. But they're unable to find one of their teammates. And the puck is kicked all the way into the Admiral zone. That's one way to get a zone entry.
They're playing with fire here. They're just kind of, it's very sloppy, like, play.
Yeah, it is quite choppy.
Choppy.
The hockey.
Yeah, it's just not, there's not a lot of flow to it.
Back and forth, changes of possession. And Admiral's unable to clear it off a skate, and maybe we'll get another shot, but
Oh,
it's
he
wide.
missed it.
And off Chaba's stick, pops into the slot.
The Thunder putting the pressure on here. Looking for the Michigan, but he decided no. Shot in front.
Oh, what a
play.
save by Chaba. Massive save there to keep it 3-2.
Thunder all over the Admirals here right now. In the last 2 minutes of the second period.
What a change compared to yesterday and the start of this game, really. Oh, big hit along the boards and scramble in front. A few shots there from the Thunder. Often being blocked by bodies in front of the net. Not able to get through to Chaba. And the puck thrown down all the way down the ice. Will be icing.
Just outside of that crease area. Man, if there are two words to describe this part of the game so far, it would certainly be scrappy And what was the other S word? It's totally gone now.
Scrappy, choppy, suplex.
Yeah, might as well be suplex.
Someone was
Maybe
asking,
a little bit strange.
what's the standard size rink dimensions in New Zealand? We have a few
That's
different
a great
sizes.
question.
I don't
There's
think
probably
any
a standard, but we don't use it. There's all different standards. It should be 85 or 80 feet by 200 feet. I don't know what that is in meters. It's usually like, what, 60 by 40 or 60 by 30 or 35, somewhere around those measurements. But this rink is NHL size. They brought these boards in from a rink in America. Before that, there was no glass. They actually had wire chain link mesh.
It was a funny shot from the sideboards. Chubba was standing up, and I think it came off his skate and just sat there at the side of the net. Sometimes those are a bit dangerous. They can just bank in off your skate when you're standing up on the post.
Thunder still pressuring here. They shoot, and Chubba drops down. Useful RVH position.
That
and
was
makes
an appropriate
the post
use
save.
of the RVH. And he had his glove in a good position, so the puck just popped into his glove. And he says, "Thank you very much. I'll get that whistle."
Yeah, but he's facing a lot of rubber lately. The shots are 20-9 in favor of the Thunder. It's like the Thunder are just pressing here, and Admirals are not answering as much back.
Yeah, they'll definitely need to make some adjustments in this. I'm sure Coach Cam will have some words to say to the team about this period. And
another shot on net from the point there. As that gets through to Chubba, there was some traffic. And the Admirals are doing fairly well here, boxing the Thunder players out of the net. So a shot from the point gets through, and the Admirals players did well to take the sticks away as Beckstead's in there and Audis. This is probably one of the Thunder's top lines going to work.
The Admirals win the draw. Daigle fires it all the way around the boards.
That's a set play.
To Taylor Rooney.
Big hit in the corner. Moses gets dumped as Wanford gives him another little bit of how you doing.
The Thunder attacking now with 40 seconds left, trying to see if they can get one more goal to extend their lead. Fired across the slot, but unable to connect with one of their teammates. 30 seconds left. Switch the play across and chip it along the boards. And the Admirals able to clear it. 19 seconds left. And I think that will just about wrap it up with 9 seconds left. Maybe one last shot.
As Daigle sends it all the way down. Could be an icing, actually, and it will be.
I think so. I think
3 seconds left, so they still might get another shot.
I think they should pull Brienne at this point. 2.3 seconds left.
No, that's. I mean,
maybe I'm more
actually, you know
reckless
what? My conservative nature says no way. Like that's not sensible because you win the draw, send it down. But the other side of it's high risk, high reward. But in a 3-2 game, I'm still going to say no.
I would do it. Maybe I'm a bit crazy. I love pulling the goalie. See, there wouldn't be much chance for the Admirals to score.
Well, yeah, you say that. It's just that unknown, and the coach in me says, no, that's pretty unsensible. You don't want to do that. So, wow, there you have it, team. We've got a Phoenix Thunder lead of 1 goal here. They owned that period a little bit. Maybe not owned. That might be not the right way to phrase it, but they certainly stepped it up. They got 21 shots overall in the game to the Admirals 9. That is pretty weak over 2 periods, averaging 4.5.
9 shots over 2 periods. That's not great.
No, that's not going to get it done. You're not going to break. I mean, they got 2 goals to show for it. That's good, but they played a lot of time in their half, and they iced the puck a fair amount as well. They were relinquishing that pressure that they were sustaining, but I don't think they can maintain that going forward, especially now that they're down by 1. They got to push the other way. They got to actually push the envelope going back at the Thunder. And to be perfectly honest, I did not see this coming. The Thunder definitely need this period in the game, like to play the way they played in the second, if they want to get some points out of this weekend. And I think that they're certainly in a good position for that at the moment. But the last 20 might be different.
Yeah. And the Thunder got a power play goal, right? I think the goal that was high on Chubba when he was down in the RVH, that was a power play goal.
Yes, it was.
So now the Admirals are only +1 on the Thunder power play.
But that's the discipline. Like it was I don't know, pretty marginal call with Vesper getting called for a slash, I believe it was. He just got collided by 2 players, and he had his stick there. Maybe he did slash him. I'm not sure from what I saw. It didn't look great, but nevertheless, he got called for it, and the Thunder have scored on it. And that's the difference right now in the game, is it's 3-2. So, fantastic hockey right now. We didn't see any more suplexes. We did see a broken stick. Stick around for this third period. You never know what you're going to see, folks. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for third period action here at West Auckland Admirals. Tēnā koutou, kia ora whānau, welcome back. I almost was ready to do the can you smell what Bartek is cooking, because we got a great game cooking up here right now. The West Auckland Admirals, they are down by 1 to the Phoenix Thunder, visiting up from Dunedin. And it is a great contest right now. And yeah, Admirals are looking to kind of rebound and bounce back, I guess, to take on this third period, Bartek?
Yeah, not a great second period for the Admirals. Giving up a lot of shots, not really having any sustained pressure, and just letting the Thunder have the momentum. So we'll see if Coach Cam has got or lit a fire under his team's butts over the intermission, see how they come out and challenge the Thunder. Definitely need to bring more physicality, more intensity, but of course not lose their heads. Don't want to be taking too many penalties. Oh,
absolutely, because that's punished them. The Thunder's capitalized on the power play with that shot by Otis going upstairs on Chala. But yeah, we're in for a great third. If judging based on the first two periods, we've seen absolutely everything. Suplexes, stick breaks, players running into each other. Well, let's go.
And we're off. The Thunder win the opening draw. Oh, and a battle there. That's, I think, Sebastian Steven battling against the Admirals forechecker. Thunder come out with it one-on-one. And Flynn Hayward-Jones manages to force the puck off the Thunder player. Missed pass there, turned over to the Thunder. That's sheared one-on-one. Ooh, and a sneaky little shot, trying to bank it in off Chaba's skate, but I think he only got the side netting there. Puck just off the top of the glass, and I think that will be, no, the icing's getting waved off.
I think that was, who was that? One of the Dutchmen, the Pim Vandermeulen?
One of the Dutchmen, I think, beating out the icing there. And two Admirals forecheckers strip the puck from the Dunedin defenseman. Vinny cycles it around. Regan behind the net. Regan with a nice turn there to lose his marker. Scott Henry. I think we've had a change of lines, actually. We have Regan, Vinny, and Scott Henry together, unless Regan was just hanging out from his previous shift.
Yeah, it looks like it as Vespers come on to complete that line. But the Admirals doing a lot of hard forechecking, just like the Thunder have done in the first two periods of this game. So a bit of a reversal, something that maybe a change in strategy might work for them.
Yeah, hard forecheck could pay off here with this smaller ice rink that maybe the Thunder aren't quite as used to.
It's certainly a tactic that has worked and does work. Well, the Thunder have proven that in the last two periods, that when they forecheck hard against the Admirals, they'd managed to get the puck back, and leads to their offense. And when you put a lot of hard forechecking pressure on a team, they're more likely to concede penalties if they're not able to sustain it and deal with it.
And ooh, a trip coming up.
You could hear that all the way up here in this birdcage of a commentary booth. And Mattis Barakauskas gets a little bit too liberal with the stick here right after the puck's dropped for the faceoff. And you will hear it, well, maybe you'll see it on the replay. He swings around, boom. Nope, that is not a golf ball. You're not trying to hit a ball there. That is a player's feet and legs that he just kind of hacked down.
Not subtle at all. About as subtle as a jackhammer with that trip.
Solid contact, and the Admirals go on a power play. Quick shot here, save.
Off the stick. And it's cleared out, but Justin Daigle back there to collect it.
Admirals do have a very potent power play. Looking to get that going here.
Having someone like Justin Daigle on the blue line definitely helps. Former NCAA Division I player for, I think, University of Alaska.
That's correct. The Aces.
Ooh, and a good shot on target by Daigle. But Brienne does really well to not give up a rebound. Just collects that right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, it's a good, hard, high-level shot from the point. Daigle loads it up, quick, hard snapshot, but not a lot of traffic to get in the way of it or anyone to redirect it, so good stop by the goalie.
Another shot by Daigle, and again, Brienne does well to collect it, no rebound.
Yeah, rebound control is important as well, especially with the velocity of the shot, because Daigle can really rip it. It's almost a replica of the last shot. Again, Thunder doing pretty well to keep people clear from the net.
Although the Thunder win the draw, the Admirals get it back.
Good counterattack here, though. They send it right in. Bouncing puck onto Chaba.
Chaba just puts it into the corner for his teammates. So they'll reset now. Gary McLeish playing center, basically, entering the zone. And fans on the shot and foot race, but Daigle is the faster player and gets back to collect it. Just skates around and, ooh, fires one just over the net off the glass. Oh, a great move, and it's off the post.
Sits on the side of the net temporarily as well.
Admirals putting on the pressure. Good to see this. Good response from the team after rough second period.
Yeah, they got 30 seconds left in this power play. If they want to capitalize.
Shot from the point coming, and it's off Brienne's chest. Bounces into the slot. Admiral still with the puck. Switches over to Gary. Gary with a shot from the boards. Off Brienne's stick.
Some good active sticks on the penalty kill from the Thunder, and they do clear, and that may do it for the penalty here. It sounds ticks down to 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Admirals deep in their zone, looking to get back to 5-on-5, and it is. Barakowska steps back on the ice. He goes straight off.
We were talking during one of the intermissions about Barakowski's shot. He's got a big shot. He's the reason I had to upgrade my chest protector a few years ago, back when he played for the Swarm, and I was training with him. And he left my arms black and blue with his shot.
Heavy, heavy shot from a very strong, talented, physical man.
And the Thunder unable to get the shot off there. Backhand pass that this time doesn't get turned over. Thunder chipping in the Admiral zone, but no real forechecking pressure. The Admirals fired up to Josh Winston-Lee, who chases into the Thunder zone and retrieves it, but just skips past him. Good battle behind the net, and it's cycled around to the Thunder, who exit the zone with speed, one-on-one, and a low shot just misses the net. And it's behind the Admirals net. Mason Kennedy patiently avoiding the check, but gets crushed into the boards. Almost turns it over. And it's thrown all the way down the ice to Brienne, who just sets it up for her defenseman coming back.
Still have quite a few giveaways. Back to that second period with the two S words with a bit scrambly and scrappy.
Yeah, there have been a lot of turnovers in this period as well. But now we might have a chance here. Oh, and a top shelf shot! And it's in, 3-3. I think that was Guy Kunst, who sniped a top shelf on Brienne.
Yeah, he gets the puck over here on that left side, and he goes across the grain as Brienne doesn't come across enough and has that top shelf open right above the catching glove. And the Admirals tie up this game 3-3, reigniting the home crowd, giving them a little bit more to cheer for as their side is coming back.
I think Brienne was a little bit too deep on that goal. You can see that as she comes across to respect Guy's shot, she sinks a little bit deep in her net, and that gives him enough space to rip it top shelf. She's not a very big goalie, so she needs to get out there and get to the top of her crease.
Yeah,
take away
challenge
as much
that
as
shot
she can.
as much. Yeah, be big, because it was a great shot. Don't get us wrong. Like, that was perfectly placed right in that top corner. There's a small stoppage at the moment as one of the linesman deals with pane of glass. It looks like it's popped out of its kind of holdings down in the far corner here.
Yes, you're right. I can see them working on it now.
So while we have that small break, we'll just take an opportunity to thank one of our sponsors here. The Admirals want to thank Hart Electrical, Andy Hart. He's supported them all season. A bit of plumbing. Any plumbing needs is plumbed in. You can go to allplumbedin.co.nz if you have any plumbing issues.
And we should mention, I don't know if we mentioned the What a Barbecue Smokehouse. So the Admirals, the Smokehouse has sponsored the Admirals this season, and the Admirals go there after every game for dinner and drinks. So they'll be arriving around 40 minutes after the end of the game.
Yeah, it's a good local place, isn't it?
Yeah.
34A Portage Road. It's not far at all. It's in New Lynn.
Yeah, it's a nice little American barbecue place. I can vouch for their brisket. It's very delicious, authentic American barbecue. So come join the Admirals at the What a Barbecue Smokehouse after the game.
Yeah, you're going to have to try. In fact, you mentioned brisket in that last broadcast. I had just made a brisket this week in the slow cooker at home. Put in a bit of mesquite, nice special kind of spice, Argentinian spice, and add a little bit of pomegranate molasses. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's to flavor it up a bit and put it, let that cook for over 8 hours.
Amazing.
Oh, bro, it was just insane. Yeah, well, there's none left. That's how quick it left in our house. It was gone very, very quickly.
Ooh, I love a good brisket. Slow cooked brisket.
Yeah,
almost
it is
nothing
it's
better.
mouth-watering. So I don't know. I'm definitely going to have to take your word for it and maybe give it a try. It is a very, very scrumptious meal, I guess, brisket. Some people never used to like eating it because it kind of, most people would think, oh, it's kind of, you throw it away, it's tough. But if you slow cook it right and get it done well, man, it's delicious.
That's right. Slow cooked, often the toughest cuts of meat are actually the tastiest. You just have to slow cook them at exactly, I think, around 90 to 100 degrees Celsius. That's like the optimal temperature for converting collagen to gelatin. And that's what makes that nice mouth-watering tenderness.
Well, man, these are tender words that you're spitting out at us. You are definitely putting the expertise into our listeners' and viewers' ears. And the Lions people are getting their money's worth tonight. They had to replace the pane of glass, or readjust it, I should say. So let's get back into game action. We got 14 minute 35. Face-offs at center after that Admirals goal, and it's 3-3. Let's go.
And the Admirals win the draw. Probably a little bit fired up despite that brief stoppage. Oh, and a big hit there.
Could rattle the boards. You hear it up here.
Love the physicality in this game. Justin Daigle back there to collect it. Pass up to the Dutchman, Pim. Throws it across the ice. And the Thunder back with the puck. Trying to dangle through some Admirals players. Manages to get to his teammate and an errant backhand pass. I know you've complained about that.
I'm going to leave it alone. I've said enough. It's just can't keep banging on about it.
Okay, I'll do the complaining for you. Come on. Take your time. Make a good pass. Tape to tape.
Thanks, yeah.
There was a 2-on-1 opportunity they almost had there.
Yeah, and a 3-3 game. This is when you need accuracy. You got to have precision. Details, small things win games, and I can't stress that enough, especially when you get higher levels. You got to put that concentration, that effort, because if you have a turnover and you make a mistake and the other team gets it, they're going to potentially punish you, and that's what leads to a loss or a win. So, yeah, hopefully they can capitalize on the other team's mistakes here. And
speaking of mistakes, the Admirals ice the puck, so the face-off will be in their zone. Lewis on the draw against Regan. And Regan wins the draw. Fired up around the boards. And we've got a 2-on-1 developing here. Pass option to Regan. Oh, and it's off Brienne's helmet, I think.
Yeah, great save.
What a chance. And great save by Brienne. Just got over in time. Got her body in the way. Took it off the noggin and over the net. Good battle behind the boards. The Admirals come out with it. The Dutchman, Pim, back to the defense. Shot from the point is blocked off a stick. And the Thunder throw the puck away and go for a change.
Did quite well to converge on that shooter with 3 men going towards the shooter and then getting the puck. They're not out of the woods yet here.
Yeah, that was a good block. And a foot race here. Battle in the corner. Thunder come out with it, but the battle's not over, and the Admirals retrieve the puck again. Thrown across the ice. Nobody able to get their stick on it. Back to the defense. And turned over again to the Thunder. Thunder.
And they score.
Wow, that was
quick
in.
shot.
I did not expect that.
That went right in. Beckstead with a quick, hard shot. What a snap.
Ooh, I think Chubba will not be happy to give that one up.
So it's a 2-on-2 rush here. They're in decent shape, and Beckstead goes around the D and just shoots it high, hard, up over the shoulder of Chubba. Down a little bit too low. Maybe that's the MO right now. Beckstead's got it. got that message. Going to shoot high, hard, and upstairs over Chuba's shoulder. And that takes the lead for the Phoenix Thunder. They are up here, folks, 4-3. What an unexpected turn of events.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I'm curious. Maybe Chuba did need a rest after the game yesterday.
Yeah,
maybe
like
he's
he's playing a lot of minutes. Like maybe the fatigue is really starting to kick in. You never know. Like,
that's not usually a goal that Chuba gives up. That wasn't really a dangerous shot at all. So, but the Thunder make the most of it. Just get the pucks on net. Who knows what will happen? And they've got the lead back again here with 12 minutes and 11 seconds left. And the Thunder through the neutral zone, but they're offside. And Chuba makes the catch. Good to see his glove hand is still working.
No, he's certainly got a very good glove, but the goals have been scored, at least the last two have been above his blocker side. So something that he'll be aware of, I would imagine, or definitely the Thunder are aware of it because they put in two now, and they've taken the lead.
I find blocker side shots harder to deal with just because you're holding the stick, so it's heavier. You're just less nimble on the blocker side.
And if he's fatigued, then he's going to have a lot less muscle to bring it up.
Yeah, for sure. When you're tired, the blocker side definitely suffers because your glove is fairly light and nimble, but
it's free. Yeah.
Yeah, so that could be an issue. Maybe he does need a little bit of rest and put in Gavin for their games next weekend, at least one of their games, to give him a chance. Anyway, the Thunder fired in, but the Admirals, and it skips over a stick and into the slot, and it's fired off of, I think that was Taylor Kennedy's skate, didn't get to Chuba.
That shot did get through as Blair shoots it from the point, and Chuba puts the glove on it, and another
catch.
stoppage of play. So
Making sure there's no rebound.
Yeah, Admiral player just overskates the puck, and then the Thunder player gets it, puts a backhand in front. It pinballs off a defender's shin pad, and Enright takes a shot, doesn't get through off a shin pad. Again, very scrambly, scrappy sort of play, but the Thunder seem to be taking advantage of it, at least again in this period.
And the Thunder with an opportunity here, and
what
a
big
shot save by Chuba.
One-timer.
Wow.
Great read by Chuba to come across and make that save.
So that's a good job by Chuba to recover from that bad goal, not let it get to his head. That's one of those things that it's really tough to do as a goalie when you give up a goal, not to let the floodgates open, especially when you give up a bad goal like that. But he's done really well to recover from that, made some big saves. And the Thunder come out with the puck after that board battle. And another battle. They strip the puck from the Admirals defenseman from Daigle. And great back check by Regan, the former defenseman back there.
Yeah, both players in front go down and get a bit of a wrestling takedown. Shot after the whistle. That was offside. I'm not sure if we're going to end up getting that. Oh, we will. This is a pleasure, a little bit of a treat. Here we get this pass. Could have shot it, takes it, elects to pass it, and Chuba read it really well and comes across. The puck was still there, but the Admiral player, Hayward Jones, boxes him out and prevents another scoring opportunity.
Yeah, that was a huge save by Chuba. Well done to him. Not letting that goal get to his head. Staying cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, he does do that well. He does reset pretty fairly and quickly after a goal.
That's one of those things that's really hard to learn as a goalie. That's
what
why
a
you see
move there, Steven. Nice move.
Yeah, great hands. That's one of those things that as a goalie it takes a long time to develop. That's why you don't see very many young goalies in the NHL. That mental side of the game just takes a long time to get that experience. And a big hit there. Gareth McLeish
steps up
laying
on
the
Steitley.
body.
He took it well.
And a turnover by Caleb, and a big shot off the shoulder.
Pressure is still on. The Thunder on top of them here inside the Admiral zone. And short-lived.
And the Admirals managed to chip it out eventually. Getting tangled up in the neutral zone. Brienne makes a catch on a long shot, drops it for her defenseman, who fires it up the ice. 2-on-2 developing, but puck bobbles and gets away from him. And one-on-one opportunity there.
Oh
big
my
save.
goodness, that was a lot more dangerous than the way it looked, folks, because Flight was in. Jack Lewis was in there without us. And they break in. One goes to the kind of turnaround spinorama pass, gets to the backhand, and they're looking to go blocker side, but Chaba does manage to get it, corral it, and hit it towards his glove.
It was off the inside of the blocker and then into the glove. Often when it comes off the inside of your blocker, it bounces quite funny. So luckily it ended up in his glove there after that one. Thunder with the puck. And it's tipped into the Admiral zone. But Mason Kennedy or Taylor Kennedy is back there. And I think we have a penalty coming, or maybe
it's going to be an icing. Oh, no, it doesn't reach all the way down, so the Thunder had to get back there.
The referee had his arm up, but slowed down before it got to the red line. And a shot here off a skate and wide. Shot from the point, deflected, and it's in!
What a goal!
Look
at that. The assistant captain for the Thunder, he raises his arms in celebration. What a fantastic deflection.
It looked like it was bounced down onto the ice.
Darling shoots it, and then who is that? That's number 86 for the Thunder. Sheared, he puts that home with a deft deflection. Nice touch there as he puts it down. They got a 2-goal lead here. Phoenix Thunder up ahead against the West Auckland Admirals.
It was actually deflected down and then bounced off the ice and then over the pad.
Yeah.
Absolutely no chance for Chaba there. That's just complete chaos. Yeah, you got to tie up that player's stick. Just prevent him from getting his stick on it. There's no chance for the goalie to save when it's deflected that close to you.
So we keep playing on. 8 minutes, 15 seconds here.
Daigle turning on the Jets and a big pass and a goal. What a response. I think that was the Dutchman firing it home after Daigle turns on the Jets, dangles through the team and sets up his teammate for a tap-in. What a beauty.
So he gains the line, kind of goes right around the defenseman Blair, puts it on the backhand, one time by it looks like Van de Meulen, who puts that home as they connect and make this a 5-4 game. It is already 9 goals scored. We got 8 minutes to play. Barn burner action here as we're just setting things alight with all these goals in quick succession. Admirals making a quick response.
What a game. And the Admirals have 4 goals on 16 shots. So if they can put some more shots on net, surely they'll get a tying goal at some point. Just need to turn on that pressure. But the credit to the Thunder, they've done a really good job protecting Brienne, keeping most of the shots to the outside. And we have a shot now from the outside that Chaba blockers into the corner. Thunder with the puck along the boards. Good battle there, and the Admirals come out with it. The Dutchman, Guy Kunst, chips it up down the ice, and we have a foot race with Pim chasing. And Guy Kunst is just waiting for his teammate to come back onside, but runs out of time and has to fire it into the Thunder zone. And Gary McLeish back there to retrieve it. Passes it to Pim. And Guy Kunst fires an easy shot that Brienne kicks into the corner. Gary lofts one in, and it's deflected off of Regan, and it's in. The defenseman turned centerman, ties it up, 5-5.
Yes, seeing eye shot from the point. Gary McLeish goes backhand, forehand, goes up, takes the shot. Looks like it does take a deflection somewhere off one of the players, possibly Regan, as he lifts his arms and celebrates. Tying this game, 5-5.
I think it was off Regan's skate. I think it might have even been going wide slightly, or maybe it would have been off the post, but Regan deflects it off his skate. Completely intentional, I'm sure.
Yeah, wow. Okay, 7 minutes, and now we've got 5-5, 10 goals scored. Very high-scoring league, but, man, this has taken it to another level. Stick around for this finish.
Yeah, let's see how Brienne responds. 2 quick goals. Hopefully she can keep a cool head and keep her team in it. Wow, what a change we've had here. Looked like disaster for the Admirals, turned into a tie game. Well done by them not losing their heads. Battle in the neutral zone, and the puck pops over the bench, over the netting, and out of play.
Okay, we'll get another look at this goal here, see where it does actually go in, because McLeish shoots it, and it does take it. Oh, it's off the shin pad, right off the right knee of Regan, and he redirects it in there. it doesn't often matter the way it goes in, but it does go in this case, and that's a tying goal for the West Auckland Admirals. 5-5 here as we approach 6 minutes 20. 2-on-1.
2-on-1 developing here with a Thunder pass. Nice sauce, but skips over the stick, and nothing comes of it. 6 minutes left. Let's see what happens. We could even get overtime or a shootout. And big hit along the boards there. Thunder come out with it, trying to clear the zone. Admirals putting on the pressure, throwing the body around. And thrown across, but nobody there to tap it in. Vinny wins that battle, manages to keep it in the zone. It's behind the net. And the Thunder fired out. Oh, not able to get it through. That's Scott Henry in the slot there, and a big save by Brienne. Another shot, oh, and it just bounces wide of the net. Exciting action now. And the Thunder finally able to clear, and they elect to ice it. Probably had the time to do a soft little chip there. But
yeah, they're looking to want to make a change as well, because they were under sustained pressure. So they'll have some tired bodies being put back onto the ice.
Yeah, that was a bit of a panic clearance. He had more time than he actually thought he did. He could have skated out or lofted it and avoided that icing. It's going to be a tough one now with tired legs on the ice.
Yeah, and we're heading close to that 5-minute mark. Things are already tightening up. It's 5 minutes, 19 seconds. Thunder will need a quick change if they are going to get out of this situation.
Pym driving the net and fires it just wide. Regan with the puck behind the net, looking for a pass option, goes for the wraparound, and Brienne manages to cover it up.
Relatively early whistle there too, Bartek, with the referee electing to blow that while the puck was still uncovered and not fully covered. However, this is exciting hockey, 5-minute mark.
And the Thunder win that face-off. And chip it out of their zone. Justin Daigle back there to collect it. Goes across to Flynn Hayward-Jones. And Pym fires in. That might have been icing. I
looks
don't
like
think
it
he
is.
crossed the red line before he did that. So we'll get a face-off in the Admiral zone. Really an unforced icing. Didn't need to do that. You don't want to make those sort of errors at this point in the game. But then again, the lines in this rink are very faded, so poor Pym might not have seen where the red line was.
Yeah, and speaking of lack of light, I mean, they turn the lights off when there's a goal celebration and people want to see the action.
Oh, Claire Wanamaker, is that your wife there?
I'm not going to comment. I don't know who that person is by any means.
Who could that be?
How many Wanamakers are there in New Zealand? Well, there's not many.
Yeah, not many Barteks in New Zealand either.
That's fair.
And the Thunder go in the zone, and a nice pass, but unable to get the shot off.
Oh, that could be a delay of game.
Oh, I think it is.
That's straight out of the rink by the Admirals player, so they will converse.
Yeah.
It was a deflection and then a high stick, so either if it's not a delay of game, it would be called a high stick.
Yeah, Regan.
Oh, they got really lucky on that one.
Did they just call it a high stick?
No high stick. They're calling it some
game.
deflection off. Oh, no, hold on. It is a high stick penalty. The Admirals are getting penalized for this. They are definitely, they're going to a penalty kill. I cannot believe this.
Would it be delay of game?
Yeah, delay of game.
Because, yeah, it looked like he whacked it
and
out
it went
of the air.
straight over the glass.
Oh, the goal scorer now in the sin bin. From hero to villain. Well, hopefully not villain yet. We'll see what happens on this penalty kill. Thunder back to collect it, to reset. The Admirals far back, trying to prevent that zone entry. Switches across to the other defenseman. Darling looks for a shot. Oh, and it was just wide.
Might have gone off the post a bit too. Kind of might have nicked it a little bit on the way through.
Yeah, we heard a ding there. Oh, and
another shot save.
Somehow gets through and off the pad. Just wide. Thunder with no pressure in front of the net, interestingly. They need to get someone in there. And now they have the zone or the net front pressure. And the puck
does
squeaks
get
through
to Chaba. Now they get through. Ooh, that's a high stick right to Sheard's face. Rooney gets a little stick happy
Rooney
right to
got
the
away
chin.
with one there.
That's some sweet chin music for someone. Bringing back another wrestling reference.
See, Keyshot in the chat saying, they're turning the lights off to save electricity. Hashtag save the planet.
Oh my
Fair
goodness,
enough.
yeah.
That's why we're doing it, saving that 1 second of electricity.
Yeah, I know, but like people want it. The fans that are in attendance there, buddy, you want to see give the guy their moment for getting the goal, and the people want to see how they celebrate. No, they turn the lights off in the middle of the celebration.
And a shot from the point, but blocked
Rebound.
in front, and the rebound is just wide.
That's one half of the penalty kill done for the West Auckland Admirals, but the Thunder sending a lot of shots on net. Looking fairly dangerous on their power play.
Yeah, they've turned their power play around a bit. It's much less. Oh, and a good shot in the slot. Big save by Chubba.
Really well set up by the Thunder. Looking at that man, the high slot man coming in.
That was very dangerous. Solid save by Chubba there.
Bit of knee-on-knee collisions. Two big men come together, McLeish and Blair.
Lewis battling along the boards to maintain possession. Pass back to the defenseman, and a shot just wide.
Bit of a knuckle puck.
Yeah, not enough traffic in front of Chubba there to make it dangerous, and missed the net. And now we got some traffic in front. Goes just wide. And the Admirals managed to clear it, fired all the way down the ice, and this will wrap up the
3
penalty.
seconds left in the penalty as Regan's ready to come back on.
So Regan, no harm done on that penalty.
Oh, that's a really late offside. However, it looked like the Indian Thunder player got over the line ahead of Enright, so that's an offside call. Last
Very
2 minutes,
unhappy about
24
that
seconds.
Arguing with the referee there. You don't want to upset the Zebras.
Well, that's close. His back leg is stretched back, and he was on the line. So that one I would have to humbly disagree on that one and say that's a play on.
I think if it's that close, you just let it go. It doesn't matter.
That's a fairly young, new lines person, so I will forgive them. But however, it's sometimes unforgiving in this game, and especially when it's close and matters this much, and lots is on the line.
Yeah, that's right. He is a younger guy. Also plays in our Auckland Prem League for the Blues. I forget what his name is, to be honest.
His name's Aiden. I didn't want to bring it up because it's people that can hate on the refs, and that's not why we're here.
No, he's a good kid.
Of course, but he just made a mistake at a high, crucial moment in the game. So as much as you like him. Anyway, 2 minutes to go here. Let's go.
Back to Brienne, who just sets up her defenseman. And very patient back there behind that, looking for some support.
Yeah, every second counts right now. They're going to possibly be a little bit more cautious with the approach here on their attack. See how this pans out.
That's right. Nobody wants to give up a goal here.
Not in the last minute and a half of the game because it's 5-5. Delayed offside.
That's right. So the Admirals have some time to collect it. And Daigle almost playing as a forward. He's up there on the wing, fires it, and Brienne manages to collect the rebound. Comes off the stick, bounces in front, pounces on it.
And Daigle's getting into it with one of their plays. Ooh, a couple of face washes and a bit of, again, sweet chin music. It's right near the last 60 seconds of the game as Darling comes in for his teammates, has some words for Daigle. And I was going to say, like, Daigle comes in along that side, his offside, and he has a deadly shot as they still are talking John back and forth. And he takes that hard shot, trying to go as one of the players like Vinny. He scored earlier on that play, but Brienne is able to get there. She's quite nimble and quick and very agile.
Yeah, Daigle is a really good shot. In my opinion, I think maybe the best shot on the Admirals. I think nobody I would rather, I'm more afraid of on a breakaway than Daigle. He's got a great shot, very patient.
All lethal, and like, he can score from many different ways and angles and shots and plays. Yeah. He's very dangerous.
And the Thunder come out with it off that face-off.
Bit of a break here.
Yeah, we have a 2-on-2 developing, but the Admirals managed to get back. And now we
off
have
the skate, another odd man rush coming the other way. Vandermeulen, nice
Pim
move.
Vandermeulen, great move, one-on-one on Brienne, but she pounces on it. Great moves by the Dutchman. The two Dutch players, Guy Kunst and Pim Vandermeulen, the Admirals imports this season, have been solid, linked up really well, created so many chances and goals.
He tries to do the pull drag move here, and it gets around the defender, but luckily the other guy, the back checker, comes in and gets a stick lift, not allowing him to get a shot in, and Brienne is able to hold on to the puck as we got 1 minute and 1 second left in this game.
Admirals win the draw, and it's cycled around behind the net. Scott Henry battling back there. And Pim manages to retrieve it, chips it back. And
good block there by the Thunder. Goes the other way. Oh, that's on a break.
think he just slipped slightly, and that gave Flynn a chance to get back and catch him. Daigle
Teams
back
go
there.
for a change last 30 seconds.
One last attack. Stretch pass to Regan. Unable to get enough speed to blow past the defense.
Yeah, he couldn't break through.
Daigle just chips it safely away from danger. 16 seconds left. Oh, and the puck is thrown away, but there's no Admirals players there to cause any danger.
Last 7, 10 seconds. Will they get a last shot here? Looks like they might be offside.
I don't think we'll get any shots to end this one. We're going to overtime.
Overtime it is. We're getting some free extra hockey.
That's right. The fans must be happy. Free hockey.
Some people are showing us the O sign in the crowd here. What is going on? We are getting some overtime, some extra action. So tie game after 60 minutes of play, Bartek.
Who would you pick for your goal scorers for each team?
Oh, see, this is you and Bryce. I don't know what you do this. I don't do predictions. This is the thing. Who scores is who's going to score, and that's going to be the way it is. That's the way I like to roll. I don't know. But the thing is, the way this overtime is going to roll, hopefully it is the same kind of action that we've seen throughout this game, because it's been unpredictable, it's been scrambly, it's been scrappy, and a lot of broken plays have come, and there's been offense that's been generated from this, the brokenness or the unstructured play. So I think it's going to be something that's structured and kind of very unattractive kind of a goal.
It's going to be an ugly goal.
It's going to be an ugly one. It'll be a shot. It'll deflect. It'll be something that's going to be something simple and easy. That's kind of any prediction that I'm going to make. I think that could happen.
I'm going to pick, since we had some Seb-on-Seb violence, I'm going to pick the two Sebs, Sebastian Steven for the Thunder and Sebastian Chamberlain for the Admirals.
Right.
Will be my picks.
Got a lot of options, I guess, when you got 3 Stevens out there, and then well, good on you.
Sebastian Chamberlain still has the flow. Maybe he kept it because his brother chopped his off, just so they're easier to tell apart. I always got them confused when they both had the long hair.
Yeah. So again, maybe what are we listening to or looking for? So the Admirals, so you just had a shot as to what their bench was saying and their minutes and what the messages are. Guillaume Leconche is checking in with Beckstead, and you see Toby Shuck in shot over there. He's that tall man on the left, up frame. Looks like you've got Otis, Beckstead, possibly Jack Lewis starting. What's the format for the overtime? How many players against how many?
3 on 3.
3 on 3s.
We do it the standard way as they do in the NHL, 5 minutes, 3 on 3, and then it goes to a shootout.
Okay.
I would like to see a shootout, actually.
No, I wouldn't. I'm going to disagree with you on that one.
Oh,
I want to see
like
the game. No, I don't. Not at all. I don't like skilled contests. I like traditional Ernst way of scoring, like in the playoffs.
That's fair. I know a lot of people don't like the shootouts. What I actually don't like is when a player skates in really slowly. I think it's there's that one player on the Carolina Hurricanes who always does that. Is it Kuznetsov, I think?
Yeah, Kuzi, yeah.
Who skates in so slowly. It's so
deliberate.
Unrealistic.
Yeah,
and
but again, it's a skilled
yeah.
contest, right? Like you're slow. Like they have that option as long as the puck is still traveling forward and there's forward progress. It's in the rules, and yeah.
Did you see the 3-on-3 tournament we had? They had an interesting rule for penalty shots that the penalty shot starts at center ice, but everybody else is on the blue line, and they can chase it down.
No, I love it. I love when they're changing the rules for the better and for the excitement of the fans.
I think it's great because it forces you to actually put the gas on, not just slowly skate.
Oh, exactly, because you know someone's behind you. And
it's more realistic. It's more like a game situation.
Yeah. I don't know. So that's why is a shootout a realistic game situation?
No, it's definitely not. I still enjoy a shootout. It's fun.
No, it is. It's certainly, like, for a viewing point of view, okay, great. But as a traditionalist, I guess I'd like to see it earned in a different way. Here we go. We're underway. 3-on-3. Overtime. Let's go.
Justin Daigle back there with the puck. He's scored at least one overtime goal this season so far. Let's see if we can bring the magic again. Oh, and he turns it over there, but able to chase it down. And I think that was offside.
Offside, yeah, just slightly over the line. I thought it might have been a hand pass, but there you have it. Yeah, we'll get a face-off outside of the Thunder zone. We've got 4 minutes 42 up on the clock for this overtime.
The two Dutchmen and Daigle still out there for the Admirals.
I imagine they'll log a few minutes. So there's Beckstead going after the puck.
Daigle almost strips the puck. Thunder enter the zone, and the shot doesn't get through to Chuba. Beckstead back with the puck, throws it into the slot slowly, but goes through everybody. And he goes for a change while the Thunder have possession in the Admiral zone. But now they turn over, and a 2-on-1 back the other way. The two Dutchmen, Geekhoens, Pim van der Meulen, and the puck back. Oh, and it's tapped. Is it in? I don't know.
The referee's indicating yes. Goal. The goal judge says the light is on. So it looks like we might have an overtime winner from the Dutch connection. They are verifying here. We don't have the luxury of video replay in behind the goal. As the lights go out again, I don't know. This is the way things are going. I cannot quite handle it with the strobe light effect. Goodness me. They are confirming with the goal judge this game may not be over as we have hit the 4-minute and 2-second mark. They've called it
and it's over
as a goal, so it is over. That is the game-winning goal. That puck fully must have crossed the line. Dunedin, I don't know, I feel for you. They got a little bit hard done by. That puck squirts in, as you see here on the replay. Looks like it might have been in, but the Thunder saying no way, no way.
Yeah, we can't see it from the
Can't
video,
quite see it, but
unfortunately,
man,
since the goalie was in our viewing way. And the Admirals saluting the crowd here, the crowd loving this effort from them. Managed to call
I don't know if
back.
I would call it the effort per se. I mean, it's a 3-on-3. Yeah, persistence. It's really tough for the Thunder.
They didn't give up when it was 5-3. They kept going. They got
that's
it
true.
back. And in the end, won in overtime. Quite an early one, less than a minute in. I think you were a little bit right. That was kind of a scrappy overtime goal. It wasn't a clean one-timer, pop the water bottle sort of goal.
No, it was an odd man rush, 2-on-1, and the puck came over on that play, and he manages to put it in. But it also goes to show you that how heavily these teams rely on their import players, because you had, well, arguably one of the best now naturalized Kiwi players in Justin Daigle on the rink with the two Dutchmen, and they combined and connected for that goal. So again, bit of a skill contest. It was a very tough break for the Thunder, I think, and they played extremely well this game, much better than the last game. They've at least earned a point out of this, so that they can say that. Now they're tied with the Canterbury Red Devils. So there you go, folks. I mean, what a game, what a viewing contest. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as we've been enjoying commentating it. You never know what you're going to see. My goodness.
Yeah, we had hits, we had goals, we had saves, we had suplexes, sticks being broken over players' knees.
I mean, what can we say? Like, what are you going to see next week? So I would encourage you, anybody that's watching this, tune in to the next broadcast out at Botany. The Swarm are taking on the home West Auckland Admirals, but in Botany's home at the Hive. So that's going to be fantastic matchups. Yeah. Really going to set the table up literally for the standings, as well as for future events as to who's second, who's third, or who's pulling away up towards the top end of the league table.
And as a former Swarm player, I think I know who you'll be cheering for.
No, see, you're wrong there. I
oh,
am
really?
neutral.
Are you neutral
Well, that's
now?
why I commentate, because I'm down the line. I don't favor any team. I have to stick to my moral principles
I'm completely
here.
neutral as well, despite
yeah, look
the
at you
sweater.
can tell. no, you got to be professional. I mean, I love seeing good hockey, and we saw a great game here tonight, and hopefully we do again next weekend.
Yeah, I hope you'll join us next weekend. Thanks, everyone.
Ka kite ano.